Thank you.
Nominee, you can answer those four.
Mr. Speaker, the first one was from
Honorable
Mary.
Yes.
Is that so? Mr. Speaker, the issue of 2011 of Mercy Keino, a very tragic story, Mr. Speaker. The honorable member has said it is alleged that I had invited people to a party. Mr. Speaker, that is not true. This is just a situation where you find yourself at a place at the wrong time. It was a public place, a restaurant, and there were several groups of people in that place, Mr. Speaker. And the issue of the death of Mercy Keino came to me 2 weeks after she had been buried. And even if I had met her the following day after that hotel or restaurant, I would never have noticed her. It is a sad story, and Kenyan life was lost, but I sincerely and truly had nothing to do with it. Suffice to say, Mr. Speaker, an inquiry, I think it was inquiry 22 of, I think 2012, was done at Milimani Magistrates Court, and all persons of interest.
An inquiry or an inquest?
An inquest, sorry.
Yes.
I am not a lawyer like yourself, Mr. Speaker, so some of these terms.
The two are different.
Yes. So it was done, and it took about a year and a half, and all persons of interest were invited, even those that had not been there.
Including yourself?
Including myself. I was governor, but I managed to be able to sit in there for 6 days, cross-examination, examination in chief, etc. And I was exonerated by the judgment of that court, a court that made a finding that the late Mercy Keino was a victim of a hit and run by a truck. And that matter rests there. It is a sad story. There were videos played of the scene in the restaurant. And when I was speaking to the father of Mercy Keino at the inquest, I was urging him really not to watch those videos, because they were videos that were not very nice for a parent. I sympathize with the family of Mercy Keino. May her soul rest in peace. But I am certain that as a child, and a God-fearing child, I believe that one day the truck driver or whoever it is that was in the truck that killed Mercy Keino will be able to come out and say, unfortunately, I kept quiet, but I did it. And I hope that day will come. I have a copy of the inquiry report with me if anyone would be interested to have a look at. It's a public document. Honorable Dawood, I am not aware of the 2025 bill, but he asked me what I would do if it's there, whether I would reverse. I would have to probably study it closely with the technocrats in the ministry and understand what has informed the bill, what it wants to cure, and look at it with those that are technocrats in different divisions in the ministry, to make sure that we bring to law a useful legislature that will help. I'm not sure whether I understood your
It's a strategy draft, not a bill.
Right, so I'm well advised. So that's what we will do. Look at it and go through it with those that have proposed that draft. Holography it's a welcome idea. It's of today's world, and that's what is happening. So it's something we could embrace. But again, with AI, we have to be careful about what is disseminated, because through AI, many things are happening today. I was asked to, KBC, the Horace loan and what we would do with Kenya Broadcasting Corporation as an icon, a historical sort of thing for Kenya from VOK. In my mind, Mr. Speaker, KBC needs a total overhaul. It needs to be reassessed how it's operating, so that if you look at BBC and other, Al Jazeera and others, they have a contribution from state that funds public broadcasting, so that KBC may have a wing of public broadcasting and the commercial division that takes care of its commercial entity. I've talked to a couple of people and they say KBC has got a lot of land. They could sell their land and revamp KBC financially. From the school of thought, Mr. Speaker, when you sell the first parcel and sort out the employees, the more you